I'm Libby Gibson, Town Manager. Welcome to What's Going On in Town Government. We are here in the community room because we have just finished our weekly Select Board meeting. We're in an unusual What's Going On in Town Government site, but it worked out to do the show now rather than later. And we met on Tuesday this week, not Wednesday, because Wednesday, tomorrow, there is a Zoning Board of Appeals public hearing, continued hearing on the Surfside Crossing 40B at the high school at 4:30, and the select board members want to be able to attend that, so they will be attending it, I believe. So at our meeting tonight, we had a number of announcements. We announced the Zoning Board of Appeals public hearing. There's a special town meeting coming up, actually 2 special town meetings coming up on October 10th in about a week. And in anticipation of that, you can expect, if you are a registered voter, to be getting the warrant with the motions in the mail. There are also a number of informational items out there about the special town meeting. There's a voter's guide, which is a plain language document that explains the articles online on the town's website. That will also be available at the town meeting. We've developed these, what we're calling the big boards, which are several large boards which are sort of detailing some additional information about some of the articles, not all of them, but some of the bigger ones, like the Old South Road, Milestone Road improvement articles, the marijuana articles, some stuff like that. And we are taking the big boards with us to the Stop and Shop on Tuesday the 9th from 5 to 7. Some town officials will be there with them available to answer questions that anybody has. Okay. You might want to stop by, Gino. Educate yourself.
Sounds interesting. I mean, everybody should go and
everybody
take a look at these boards. They look pretty good.
They do look pretty good. We had them at the meeting tonight in the back.
Yeah.
Let's see here. There's no board meeting next week on the 10th because of the special.
What?
I know. I don't know what you're going to do. Yeah, what are you going to do?
I don't know. I'll have to go to town meeting.
You'll have to go to town meeting, obviously, because we need a quorum at town meeting, so please attend.
I am going.
The 2019 annual town meeting is now just about open for citizen warrant article submittals. We encourage people to meet with town council. We offer his services to meet with people and give them some guidance on any ideas that they might have for warrant articles, or review anything you might have written up. He is going to be available on Wednesday, October 17th from 2 to 4, Thursday, October 18th from 9 to 11. The warrant article submittal time frame is this week, October 4th, but you could probably submit something tomorrow if you want to November 19th at 4 o'clock. The police chief had intended to be here tonight to give a status update regarding the African Meeting House graffiti incident. However, he was out sick, so he had the lead detective on the case, Detective Klinger, here, who basically seemed to be saying that they have interviewed a number of people. They have looked at camera footage from the area. They have canvassed the neighborhood and talked to neighbors who might have seen or heard anything. No one has brought forward any
They still can't. Well,
so
it's a cold case.
It's kind of a cold case unless somebody can come forward with some actual documentation, not, non-documentation.
But it was necessary for him to come on at the select meeting?
Well, the board wanted an update, so they asked for and got an update.
All right.
All right, we had a couple of land council conservation restriction amendments. We were a little late starting the show tonight because we were talking with some of the homeowners on Tashima Lane as a follow-up to the agenda item they had on the agenda tonight. Tashima Lane property owners submitted a petition for the town to make repairs to their private road. Long story short, the petition was approved and the property owners will be bettered. The cost of the project will be divided amongst them equally, and they will ultimately pay for it over a period of time, but the town will front the money for the project. Now, this does not happen very often. It's a fairly straightforward request. The process is a bit time-consuming for the homeowners. It doesn't happen very often because it's time-consuming for the homeowners and because they generally find that if they just get together on their own and hire a contractor to do the work they want, it's cheaper and quicker. However, this group, it's a large project. Not only do they want their street repaved, which it was going to be anyway because they are in the sewer expansion area.
Where's Tashima?
Tashima is off Surfside Road, across-ish from the intermediate school.
Okay, that's right.
Anyway, their project got approved.
All right.
And they will ultimately be responsible for paying for it. Okay, I gave the board an update on the status of Surfside Crossing 40B independent reviews. The board had engaged 3 independent reviewers for traffic, hydrogeology, and environmental. All of the reports are in, they're posted online, and the reviewers are going to be making presentations at the ZBA meeting tomorrow.
So is that going to be it for you? I mean, you spent a lot of time on this.
I did spend a lot of time on it, but no, it won't be the end of it, because Surfside Crossing has submitted a revised proposal. So I'm having all the departments review it and see if any of their comments will change. I've gotten some additional potential conditions to the project that the board will want to submit to the ZBA in a supplemental comment letter. They already gave a comment letter in July, I believe, which had a lot of comments about this project. Basically, the board is not supportive of it because of its density and because they feel there are components of it that just don't make sense for the island. Anyway, likely to be more comments coming. Okay, the finance director was in, and he and I had been working early in the week with some of our staff on fiscal 2020 preliminary budget projections. So we gave an overview of that. Monthly town management activity report. That's a report that I give the board typically every month that lists out the sort of bigger things that we're working on, and the board has an opportunity to ask questions and have a bit of discussion about them.
Anything stand out?
Did anything stand out? Well, Surfside Crossing is a big thing. The town meetings, not the specials, as well as the 2019 annual, the budget. Marijuana stood out a bit. We talked about strategic planning a little and strategic projects. We have a strategic projects manager position, which is now vacant. Actually, it's not totally, it's vacant until obviously it's vacant until we fill it, but the individual who was the incumbent in that position has left the position, but he's a little bit staying on the payroll to finish up some items. So until we hire someone, he'll continue to do that. But we talked a bit about, we want to sort of restructure the strategic projects function and have it more oversee resiliency types of projects. There's the coastal resiliency plan, but there's other resiliency types of projects out there as well. Grants are available now. Grants had dried up for a while until pretty recently, and we need someone to really chase them down. That kind of came up. The staffing study came up a bit. Let's see. So then we had some discussion about the 2019 annual town meeting warrant articles, preliminary discussion. A lot of the usual warrant articles, but some other ideas about
When's the
other
latest
things.
people can get an amendment in there? What's the late?
For the annual town meeting,
Yeah.
for an article, it's November 19th. Okay.
All right.
All right, so that's what we did for the meeting. As I mentioned, we have no meeting next week, the special town meeting. We're really focused on outreach for that. Lots of information on the town website. The warrant's coming to you in the mail. We have some social media stuff out there on Instagram and Twitter about this. Our public outreach coordinator, Florencia, is really good at getting information out in a really engaging way. And that is what's happening in town government.
Good God, that's...
Is that
much
not
tonight.
enough?
No, it's not. Let's do some more.
Should we do more?
Yeah,
Okay,
we've
no.
got 10 minutes.